want to look at, will the next administration do more for the indigenous population? Will the next administration, I'm talking about, putting in infrastructure of, roads, water, at least for God's sakes, water, electricity. I just heard the one speaking on the COVID, and must be the mayor or something, but this nonsense thing that they say about, it's a sovereign nation, and it's up to the leadership there. We don't want to push something on them that they don't want. Really? They don't want medicine, they don't want masks, they don't want, they gotta beg for it. It just, when I hear somebody say something like that, it's pathetic. Pathetic. So I want to know, with the next administration coming in, will they have people there pushing to get more for indigenous population? Well, starting off, there's that divide. It's not a kumbaya moment, okay? So let's see what else we have. The United States has broken treaties they've had, and they haven't honored the treaties, and the way that they continue is absolutely egregious. Now, I hope the reading starts getting better than the way it's starting out, okay? But they need things like the crafty, grounded, So is the next administration going to do more for the indigenous population here? But yeah, to get it done, they need to be crafty, they need to be smart, they need to have someone in there, preferably Native American, that can speak out. And they need to have things grounded, they need to have realistic things happening. Because there's been that division for so long. Okay. Okay, crafty and the path. So there needs to be somebody there that's very smart, that understands a path forward, that can do it in a, like more humanitarian way. This is all the Buddhist flags and stuff, and that knows how to work in the system. Somebody that knows how to work in the system that can get things rolling, okay? And we have on the card the water, especially when it comes to water and those types of things. People need access to those. Yeah, we need some grounded healing. We need some, in order to get beyond this divide that's been there, they need to have some grounded healing. Not just talk, they need action. Okay. So let's see what we have underneath this. It's going to be difficult again. You know, this coming together and working things out. Challenges the devil, challenges ego, challenges is the drama, politics. So I'd say in this case the devil was representing the political drama that's there. Okay, they want to move forward, but I think that this also represents that the wanting to have that stuff given, but basically governments turned their back on them. Okay, the challenge is to get this awakened understanding, to have some empathy, some compassion. Okay, underneath of it we have temperance. You know, the challenge is getting the funding. Okay, the challenge, because things have been, it's not, I have a feeling that it's not a hot topic when they get in the new administration. There's just too much work to be done. They need somebody here that's caring, compassionate to push this forward. But let's face it, it's not going to be the first thing on the agenda when they get a new administration. They've got too much to clean up from Trump leaving. Too many spaces that have been vacant. You know, trust that needs to be mended across the world platform. Building those relationships again. Okay. Okay. Above it is too many of the unknowns, the hidden factors. Again, the challenge is the unknown. The challenge is the political agenda. This is usually my card for the Republic Uglies, with them trying to hold things up. Okay, unknown about what's going to happen with that. So they're fighting an uphill battle. Okay. Yeah, blocked. Not seeing, not hearing, not taking in. Again, yeah. This area of retreat and just enmeshed, enclosed in this armor. Don't see, don't hear. Yeah. So it looks like this one, it's going to take time. They need somebody in there that's crafty, that knows how to move things forward, to start eking out a path. It would be a gradual path, but they need healing, they need grounded work, they need help. But at the center of it, we have, you know, the political agenda. And the one of the things there, Native Americans are not trusting either, because in the past they've turned their back on them. Okay, they made all these promises, none of them kept. Okay, things are cool when it comes to finding finances, monies for that now. Again, the unknown, hidden drama, secrets, and part of it, crossing it, is the Republic Ugly agenda. Maybe if they had something started to be looked at, they would veto it. They would have to get past their vetoes and their drama. And going forward again, not going to fully go forward. They're just not taking it in, not hearing. They've retreated into their armor because of the things that have happened with the Trumpanzee, the tangerine tyrants agenda. They've got so much to clear up with that unfortunately, like I said, it's going to take a very crafty person, smart, to start making a path forward. And it's not going to be in the beginning of this the next administration. It's going to take grounding. And this is also showing me, again, time. You've got to build a path forward. It's got to be grounded, and it takes time to take root. So a lot of healing needs to take place between the Indigenous and the European, for lack of a better word, populations. Okay. So yeah, now I was really hoping I would see something better, that it would be, through this pandemic, that they would see just how lacking the reservations are. Now, people always want to point to the tribes that have casino and they have a lot of money. Well, a lot of the Indigenous populations say we're not going to sell out just for money. We want to keep our land. We want to keep it. It's sacred to us. What little we have is sacred to us, and we're not going to prostitute ourselves out with casinos and stuff. Okay? Which I can understand that. Okay? I can understand not wanting to go down that road. And even the ones that have the casinos were done dirty by these past ones. They would really take it to the cleaner on those as well. So it's just, there's a lot of fences that need mending when it comes to this. A lot of fences that need mending. Okay. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to say on the other reading that I did about the churches opening. I walked out to take Max out, and it hit me. That other one came. It's like, you don't test the Lord thy God. It says you don't test him. Satan was trying to get Christ to do things, and it says you don't test God. Okay, you don't test God. And so trying to open these churches this early and saying, we're testing God for our faith, that we're not going to get the virus. You're testing, and you can't. That does not bode well to do that, That's like these ones that are snake handlers and this and that, and it's basically testing. And that's not what it's about. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here, but this is one that I was hoping to see something better. But I could see that too, where there's not the trust there as well with governments. And it's going to take getting somebody in there that's very smart, that knows the ropes, that can start making inroads into there in a bit of for compassion and things. But again, it's going to take time before the healing happens as well. So that's what I get up the upper side of it. And then the lower side of it, we've got the dynamic of all the political agendas and this and that. And, you know, the Repugly Uglies. You know, sometimes it only takes one person to stop a bill or something from going forward as well. And the Repugly Uglies are not going to be having this, okay? So it's going to take time. But I think the inroads can happen. You know, like I said, we get somebody in there. We're starting to get some Native Americans in the House and stuff. And so hopefully we get more and more starting to come into government that can start to affect change, okay? Because it is so needed. I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and to my Navajo person that said thank you for the masks. If you were listening to this, you are so welcome. I wish I could do more. And it is just, you know, it's heartbreaking. Sorry. You know, every time I look there and I go on the reservations up there, it's so... Anyway, much love and light to everyone out there. Please be safe, and all we can do is do things forward step by step and do the best we can do, you know, to uplift humanity, to get some understanding in there. Some of these people don't need to be so wealthy. They've got, you know, and then they just keep greedy, taking more, and just, it's an endless pit. Okay? Yeah, things need to get better. I think I'll do a reading on that to see if eventually there's going to be some more equality across the board, you know, because the division is getting worse all the time with those that money that keep getting more, and those that have they're trying to take away what little is there out of their greed. So I'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in. Those that have remained here and keep watching videos and tracked them down, you know, when my channel was down, thank you for that. I really appreciate that loyalty and to see you remaining here. Okay, thank you so much.